this episode of End of Days Play, we are going to look back at the second game from today between Kings 11 Punjab and the Chennai Super Kings. It's a pity that my partner is not on air today to support me. He would be mighty pleased and proud of the way Chennai Super Kings clinically finished the game with a thumping win over Kings 11 Punjab. Let's just dive in to look at the scorecard. Kings 11 actually batted beautifully. They again had a great opening partnership between Rahul and Mayank Agarwal. And it was good to see that they had brought in Mandeep Singh ahead of Karun Nair today. And at the fall of Agarwal, Mandeep Singh tried to come in and keep the tempo going while Rahul was trying to play the anchor role. And at the fall of Mandeep, it was Nicholas Pooran who joined his captain Rahul. And again, they stitched together a very impressive partnership. But then Pooran and Rahul fell in successive balls at the fag end of the innings. And that brought in two new batsmen in Sarfaraz Khan and Glenn Maxwell. And in the last 3 overs of Chennai's bowling, they pulled things back admirably by conceding just 26 runs. I would say at that stage, Kings 11 would surely believe that they were at least 10 to 15 runs short. We'll have a look at 3 different aspects of this game in terms of analysis. The Maxwell-sized problem that Punjab are facing. In the last game, he came in with enough balls to play with and get his eye in and then go big. In today's game, he came in and with all the license to go big. In either cases, he actually could not succeed. The next one was the introduction of Chris Jordan. It was a very sorry birthday for Chris Jordan. After a forgettable very first game in the IPL, he was brought back and things didn't change for any good. He again conceded 8 boundaries in his spell of... which meant that Kings 11 in the field had a very forgettable day. I believe a part of the blame has to go to the captain KL Rahul. Even in earlier episodes, both of us have pointed to the fact that he appears very passive. He appears to react more to the situation than proactively make things happen. And even today, with Shane Watson particularly under the pump and trying hard to find his form, instead of attacking him during the power plays, they kept very defensive fields, and especially in a passage of play where Mohammad Shami was able to beautifully bowl his outswingers, KL Rahul actually packed the field with deep fielders in the leg side, forcing Shami to shift his line towards middle and leg, and that completely put him off his rhythm. And that allowed Shane Watson to get away with with what could have been a very testing spell of bowling. Even otherwise, the field placements were questionable. As a fielding unit, Punjab appeared a very confused team. On the other hand, I have to now talk about the old pros that have repaid the faith set on them by their captain and the coach in Chennai Super Kings. So it was Faf du Plessis, who has always been among the runs and among the top 3 for the orange cap. I think he now moves to the 2nd position in company with Shane Watson. They both bide their time and saw through some testing bowling, kept their composure and kept getting some boundaries here and there. And they were there to capitalize when Punjab actually were loose and never let go of the pressure and the hold on the chase that they had. Eventually, it resulted in a 10-wicket victory, second highest 10-wicket victory in the IPL history. Of course, Chennai will be mighty pleased that he's come good finally, and how the individuals actually thrive in such an environment when there is so much trust laid on them. Not just Shane Watson, it was also Dwayne Bravo who bowled beautifully, and it was wily and crafty in the way he was using those slower balls, those cutters and those Yorkers. Of course, he is not the bowler of the yesteryears. He's lost a lot of pace, and therefore the opposition batsman can almost line up those slower balls. But in spite of that, he landed those in very uncomfortable places for the batsman to hit. And it was good to see Chennai somehow getting their acts together, and I think this victory will do their confidence a world of good. Coming to the fun facts, there were a couple of them. It was both on air when Nicholas Puran actually hoiked the ball really high in the night sky, and while Jadeja settled under it and pounced it safely, it was Pomyang Bangwa who said that ball has travelled so high in the sky that it has come down with icicles in it. That was quite funny. And then later when Chennai was batting, it was Stephen Fleming who was on air answering questions from Anjum Chopra, wherein she asked, how are the youngsters in the squad coming along? And he was surprised and asked, youngsters in our squad? Yes, in the dad's army, there was one youngster, that is Sam Curran, and that is what she was asking about. But then it was funny to see Stephen Fleming's reaction. So, coming to the man of the match, I think for the sheer guts and the mental fortitude with which he fought back his scratchy form to contribute to the team's thumping win, it has to be Shane Watson. He would probably put to bed all those questions raising about his place in the side, at least for the next few games. And you will see a rejuvenated CSK going forward. We have one game tomorrow between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and the Delhi Capitals. Both teams are coming off victories, and Royal Challengers Bangalore are probably finding their rhythm. But they are coming up against a formidable opposition in Delhi Capitals. So it's going to be very tight to choose. I'll probably just take a guess and I'll stick with Delhi Capitals. Do let us know what your predictions are going to be. That brings us to the end of the show. If you like, do like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos coming your way. Stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.